Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This video is from the Winter Haven Chain Tournament last weekend. I just want to say I blew the whole tournament. One fish cost me not just the win, probably big fish. Stay tuned to see what happens. All right, y'all. We at the first stop. All right. Last night I rigged up a buzz bait just to see if I can't capitalize on a really early morning bite over top of this grass. These fish should be out really chasing bait right now with that sun being down. I didn't really have much luck on any top water baits except for the walking bait, but they were schooling. So I mean, when they're schooling, as long as you can get in there fast enough, you can do really well. All right, back to the bladed jig. Alright guys, let's go. Fish number one. He's barely hooked too. Barely even hooked. Alright, fish number one. Should have probably had my live well ready. I had two bites up in there. The first bite felt way bigger. The wind's blowing out of the south. You can see all that current being pushed up in there. This area is setting up perfect to be pushing all this bait up in here. Let me get some G-juice on this fish and get back at it. I don't even know if he'll make 12. Yeah, he makes 12. Ain't nothing huge, but we'll take them. That's 2 on the bladed jig, y'all. And he took off my dang freeloader. Like I had said in the video, guys, this freeloader makes a great chatterbait trailer. They're just buried up in this. They're buried up in this grass. So I caught 3 fish on all 3 docks when I practiced here. And with the wind setting up, blowing right to it, it's actually making it, setting up these docks to be perfect for today. So I'm not gonna stay here all day. I'll probably leave and come back. There's a couple brush piles right here too. So I'll most definitely leave and come back and hit them again. Maybe come back through and drag a worm. Ah! Come on! I accidentally pulled him out the water. It wasn't a giant one, but he came out the water, and when he did, he came loose. See if I can get him to bite on a worm real fast. Get up in here. Another little 12-incher. That's all that's up there is little baby ones. But we'll take them. So, looks like they are up there. Kind of got lucky on that one. I almost lost them. Get up in here. All right, that's number 4. Like I said, they ain't big. They're all little dinks. All right, that's 4. But nothing big yet. Good thing is if I can get a limit, it allows me to kind of go and venture off a little bit more. So we'll see. These are all 12-inchers. I mean, unless there's a giant one somewhere up here just hanging out. Like I said, during practice, I hooked a giant one up here. So far, these are all little dinks. All right, we're gonna run to the next dock up here real fast, guys. My fish are doing all right. Get my light down. Get this thing out of the way. All right, y'all stay tuned. Let's go get them. All right, guys, I went back to the bladed jig. Kind of starting all over where I started fishing this morning. Six feet of water. This is all submerged grass up here. A little bit of pads mixed in. Water temps are already 86 degrees. Get up in here. Come on now. There's number 5. So these fish ain't big, but that does give me a limit. About 5 pounds worth. Five fish for about 5 pounds. All right, y'all. Well, we got our limit. Now we might need to go searching for some bigger ones. I mean, I caught some big ones up here in practice, like I said. But today, nothing yet. So I'm not going to drag a worm on the, look down there a little ways where I seen some fish off the bank. Maybe go crank on them a little bit and see if I can get a bite. I never really started cranking during the day till later. I just don't know if those fish are gonna be out there right now. And I really don't want to go expose my area in case somebody else sees me cranking and I don't catch nothing. They come behind me if I leave it alone and then they catch one. That's what I got the tournament riding on, is that area in Lake Cannon. I kind of felt good about this spot, coming here and catching a quick limit, but I was hoping I'd have at least closer to 10 pounds from this area. I mean, they're definitely in this, up in this grass and stuff. We just need them to put on some weight. Get up in here, baby. That one came out of nowhere. I think I had a small one. I think he dropped it. And then this one picked it up. I don't know, it was weird. 110. I guess we'll get rid of number 2. All right. Oh snap, they trying to get out already. All right. Whew. Like I said, if you just leave it alone and come back to it, sometimes it works out best. That's 6 fish I've caught. I feel like I had a small one on there. I think he let go. And then out of nowhere, right at the boat, he hit it. So either he hit it or he was holding the tail or something, I don't know. But it was almost like almost like something let go, and then all of a sudden it just locked up. All right guys, stay tuned. See if we can't slowly upgrade these fish. I don't want to stay here too much longer. It's already almost 8 o'clock. I think it's definitely about time to make a move. There's another one. Get up in here. Let's go, baby. Dang, yeah, see, they're coming off right at the boat. I don't like that. Come on now, chill out. That one's a little bit bigger than the other one. That one's definitely been hooked before. I don't know. Oh, he's about a pound. I don't think that one's much bigger. That's fish number like 7. I didn't even feel that one hit. That's a big one. Nope, we're untangled up. That is a brush pile. Oh, there's a fish on there though. There it is. Get up in here. There was a fish. Well, he had me buried up in the grass. I don't think he's gonna be any bigger neither. Right on the edge too. I don't think he's gonna be any bigger. 1, 2. I guess we'll take number 4 out. Try him. Alright. Really don't know what's going on, but these fish are tiny. Stay down. Get up in here. Yep, I just missed a giant one. Sorry, the GoPro isn't set up on hindsight yet. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. I reeled up, he was already on there. Set the hook and completely missed him. Bad thing is he's not much bigger than the rest of them. I doubt he's gonna be any bigger. One, 3. Get rid of that. You're number 5. Alright, well, these fish ain't getting no bigger, so I think it's gonna be about time to move. I'm literally upgrading by ounces right now. By 1 ounce here, 2 ounce there. Alright, we're gonna make a move. I'm gonna go over where I caught some on the crankbait. Maybe get lucky, see if they're out there. Baby shot right there. There it is. You gotta be kidding me. Not big enough. 5 alive.
Got a 979.
Thank you, sir. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, caught a lot of fish. You know, I thought I did pretty good. So, you know, what I want to talk about real fast is I had a really good area in Cannon. 2 weeks prior, leading up to the tournament, I was out there throwing crankbaits. I was catching, on average, my fish were 3 to 5 pounds on average. I doubled up on one of them, you know, but I was finding these schools of fish, and I was able to throw a crankbait in there and catch 2 or 3. Well, the week leading up to the tournament, you know, I went out there, and same area, I caught one on a crankbait, and I left it alone. You know, I didn't want to mess with them anymore. So in Lake Howard, I had a really good spot up on the northwestern side of the lake. It was about 4 to 8 feet of water, and I knew I could go there and catch a limit. Well, what you just seen was I ended up going there. I caught a limit by, I don't know, like 7:45, 8 o'clock. I had a limit, and so what I was doing was I was going, you know, back and forth through those docks, throwing a chatterbait, bladed jig. I ended up switching up to an old monster, throwing it around. That ended up getting me a little bit more bigger bites. And so I said, hey, you know, after I got my limit about that time, I took off to Cannon. Get to Cannon and there's nothing. I got one fish on a crankbait in that area, and I never got another bite. So I stayed there for quite a bit and then ended up leaving. So I was gonna go down south to some bluegill beds that I had that I know I could go down there and catch some fish. The problem with that was it was like 12 o'clock now, and I was worried that I wouldn't have enough time to go through all the, you know, all the idle zones. So I went back over to Lake Howard. Okay, I pull up at the first dock, which I wasn't fishing the docks. I was fishing the submerged grass out in front of the dock. I pull up. It was like the second, third cast. I hook into a fish. Okay, I didn't know this fish was as big as it was. I'm fishing in grass, so the grass, the fish, I couldn't put 2 and 2 together. When I hooked the fish was swimming at me. So I was playing catch up. So as I was reeling, I was at the back of the boat. Okay, so as I was reeling, I got him to the boat. When I got him to the back of the boat, I turned him and started walking him this way to the front. When I did, I don't know why I did it, but when I did, you know, at that moment, I felt him, you know, I felt the pull on him, and I just went, basically, I went straight up with him to flip him in the boat, and when I did, my rod bent straight over. The fish came up out of the water, his mouth, you know, huge mouth, and he slaps the side of the boat and goes off. I dropped my rod, kind of went up here hoping I could grab him in time, but it didn't happen. I've boat flipped a lot of 5-pounders on that exact rod. It's my 7.5 heavy from 13 Fishing. 20-pound P-line tactical fluorocarbon. That fish, I could not get him over the gunnel right here. The look of the fish, I would say, was at least every bit of 7-8 pounds. It could have been 6, but like I said, I flipped a lot of 5-pounders with that exact rod, but this fish was a giant. So yeah, needless to say that, you know, if I would have culled out my 1-pounder, I finished the tournament with 9 something, I would have had 8 something, to say plus 6, you know, it would have gave me a little over 14 something pounds. 13 pounds plus 1 inch. So it is what it is. Just wish I would have had it on camera. It was a big ass fish. But hope you guys like the content. You know, you guys have any questions, leave me a comment. Like I said, we're on the Winter Haven chain, so if you have any questions about the lakes, just leave me a comment down below. I'll reply to it. All the baits I was using will be linked down below. If you haven't already, press that like button and please subscribe to the channel. You know, it helps. So next tournament will be on Johns Lake. Yeah, I think it's Johns Lake. So today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. You guys know where I'll be at. I'll be out there. Go ahead and get a head start, you know, on practicing. But yeah, that's a wrap. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Tight lines.